All right, so far we've talked about what a linear equation is. We've talked about how to write an equation in standard form, because if you can write it in standard form, you know it's a linear equation. We've talked about graphing with x and y intercepts, and now I want to talk about graphing by making a table. All right? It's pretty straightforward, okay? When we're graphing by making a table, the first thing we need to do is take our equation and isolate y if necessary, okay? Second step is that we want to make a 4-column table. We want to label the first column on the left x. In the second column, we want to put the function from our equation. In the third column, we want to put a y, label it y. And the last column, we want to label with an ordered pair, so x, y. Our third step is to choose numbers for the domain and plug them into the function to find the range. And our fourth step is to graph using the ordered pairs in your table, okay? So put those there, and give you a minute to get those copied down. If you didn't, you can pause it and get those. Then let's take a look at how this works. Here's our equation that we're given. 2x minus y is equal to 2. Well, I'm trying to isolate y, so the first thing I want to do is I want to move this 2x to the other side. I can do that with an inverse operation. I can subtract 2x from both sides. When I do so, on the left-hand side, we're going to be left with negative y, and on the right-hand side, we're going to have negative 2x plus 2. Well, we can't have a negative y, so if we remember, there's a ghost of 1 standing in between the negative sign and the y, so they're actually multiplying y by negative 1. So we can do the inverse of that and divide by negative 1. And what that basically does is just change the signs on every term in that equation. So we're left with y is equal to 2x minus 2. Now, we've got our table here, and we've got 4 columns. We labeled the first one with x. We put the function in the second column. The function is this part of our equation, so 2x minus 2. Then we've got y, and then we have the ordered pair x, y. The next thing was to choose numbers for the domain. A lot of times I'll just use negative 2, negative 1, 0, 1, and 2. Sometimes if your coefficient of x happens to be a fraction, well, you want to use input or domain that are multiples of the coefficient of the fraction, okay, multiples of the denominator. So let's go ahead and plug in negative 2 for x, and as we work that across, we have 2 times negative 2 minus 2, well, that equals negative 6. So our first ordered pair is the ordered pair negative 2, negative 6. Next, we're going to plug in negative 1 for x. So we have 2 times negative 1 minus 2. Well, that equals negative 4. So our second ordered pair is the ordered pair negative 1, negative 4. When we plug 0 in for x, we have 2 times 0 minus 2. Well, that equals negative 2. So we have the ordered pair 0, negative 2. When we plug in positive 1, we have 2 times 1 minus 2. Well, that gives us an output, or a y, of 0. So that's our ordered pair is 1, 0. And then last but not least, let's plug in 2. And when we plug in 2, we have 2 times 2 minus 2, which gives us a positive 2. So we have the ordered pair 2, 2. So let's go ahead and let's plug those in, or graph those. So negative 2, negative 6 is going to be, let's see, that's right here. I believe it, negative 2, negative 6 is right there. Okay, and then negative 1, negative 4. Well, negative 1, negative 4 is at a point right there. Then we have 0, 2. So negative 2. So we'll put a point right there. And then we've got the ordered pair 1, 0, which is this ordered pair right here. And then our last ordered pair is the ordered pair 2, 2, so that's right there. Okay? Now, remember, we're going to graph that by taking our straight edge and drawing a line that crosses through those points and goes clear across our graph. Okay? And in doing so, let me see if I can get that better. Okay? And remember, we go clear across our coordinate plane, and we try to go through all those points. And we've got the graph of our line using our table, with just finding points and finding it. One thing I want you to notice is, one of our ordered pairs that we got, we have 0, -2. Well, x is 0, y is -2. That means -2 is our y-intercept. The ordered pair right below it, we have 1, 0. Well, we know if y is 0, x is going to be our x-intercept, which it is. Okay? So, guys, I hope this has been helpful. And as always, if you need anything, reach out to me, and I'll be glad to help you if I can. Have a good one.